Welcome back. We are talking some baseball right now, and we are joined by the desk by two very special guests, the guys that are leading the way right now for Parkside Baseball. Head coach Brian Holloman and, of course, Hunter Parsons. I really appreciate you guys coming by today talking a little baseball with us. You guys are in the middle of, I don't know if you know this, having a pretty great year right now. Just one loss and a huge win this week over Decatur. We just saw those highlights. Talk, Coach, just a little bit about how big and how important it was for your team to get that win.
Well, every time that we play Stephen Decatur, it's a big game. Obviously, they're a good ball club. They're going to be competing for a state championship this year in the 3A level, and it's just a good win for us to go out and play solid baseball.
Yeah, Hunter, I'm sure you noticed that there was a lot of scouts in attendance at that game for that one. Probably not the first time you've seen scouts, and probably not the last time this season you'll see scouts. I understand you're committed to Maryland, but there's a little draft coming up here pretty soon. We're very hopeful. I'm sure you're hopeful as well. How do you kind of balance that? And will you play at Maryland if you're drafted?
Right now, it's just hard to tell. I'm just trying to get through the high school season.
I understand.
I'm playing with them, playing with those guys, focusing on winning, and scouts are just an added bonus.
Right.
Ready for the D1 with answers like that, let me tell you. Well, we're talking about something, I don't know if anyone who's ever had a chance of watching these games, the best part that goes on is the side chants that come out of your guys' dugout. Do you guys make these up on a whim? I mean, do you practice them? Where do they come from? I mean, these things are hysterical.
It just comes up out of people's minds just randomly.
It really seems to, is that more to kind of pump you guys up, or is that something that, you guys are just having a good time and trying to stay loose? Or what's kind of the idea behind them?
It's a little bit of both, keeping the guys loose. If they get out, they get mad, they come right back in there. It's talking it up again, just getting on for our team.
Yeah, I imagine it's got to be hard with those guys. I'm telling you, the chants are so
I heard some stuff that I almost stopped recording. I was laughing so hard up at Decatur. I'm thinking, there's no way the pitcher is actually focused right now. The things that these guys are saying, I heard Donkey Kong, and any random
Swim
thing,
home, Nemo.
any random thing you can name. These guys are yelling out of the dugout. Coach, a lot of big wins this year. Took a big loss today. The MRI results for Brady Shreve's comeback. Done for the year. How big of a loss is that for your squad?
Well, it's a huge loss, not having one of our top pitchers in the rotation anymore. But this is the opportunity for our younger kids to pick up the pieces and carry on. We're having a good year, and we've got some good players. We've got a little bit of depth, and I think the young guys will really do a good job picking up the pace.
Yeah, well, they're definitely going to get their opportunity this week. You guys definitely got a hands full, taking on Delmar's squad, who's playing very well right now, and a Dover team that's always good. Is this a critical juncture right now for this team, not only for those pieces to kind of come in, but also to kind of gauge yourselves as you're getting ready for the state playoffs?
Well, before we go any further, Monday's a big game against Mardella. We take it one game at a time. We approach one game at a time. Yes, it's a big week for us to finish up the year. We have goals. Obviously, we'd like to be in the running for the Bayside South Championship. And, to do that, we've got to win all 3 games this week.
Coach,
but we're going to start with game 1.
Last question, Coach. What would it take to win a state title this year?
The guys playing together and enjoying playing baseball. And that's partly why, the guys enjoy being in the dugout and doing some of their chants and things like that. That keeps everybody loose, keeps everybody ready to play, and quite honestly, puts them at a level that's above others.
Well, with this guy throwing the ball, I think you got a pretty good chance. So we'll see. We'll love to see the ride. Made it all the way to the championships last year. I would love to see you guys get over the hump this year. So best of luck the rest of the way. And thanks again for coming on our show today.
Thank you.
Well, it's time for another quick commercial break. But coming up next, we're going to take it to the pro level. The Eagles signed Tim Debo, bringing their quarterback count on the roster to none. We'll talk about it next.
Hi, I'm Blair Escar. I'm from Stephen Decatur High School, and you're watching the Marvel Sports Insider.